Hey guys, it's New Year. New Year, new chapter in my life, and I hope that it's going to be successful and happy for everybody and all positive things in the world. Well, after a short break, not even a week, I'm back here to keep going with my GT6, lovely Anna. And if you remember, the idea was to spray high build primer over the epoxy primer within the 7-day window after I sprayed the epoxy, and that's what we're going to do. I passed by this body supply store yesterday. I bought the high build primer, so we're going to mix it and we're going to spray today. It is January 3rd, Thursday, and it is the 6th day after I sprayed the epoxy, so we are perfectly fine to spray the high build primer without sanding the epoxy. But before we start, I want to do some little things here, some little repairs. One of them is right here. I showed you the other day. Over here there's, I don't know how I missed that, but it's not going to be seen so much, but I know that my eyes are going to be there all the time, so I want to fix that, otherwise I'm going to be mad at myself. And there's one more. And this little guy here. Again, I have absolutely no idea how I missed that, but I want to fix it. Everything else seems to be perfectly fine, so I don't know, at least for my eyes, my unprofessional eyes, it looks like everything is fine. I hope. Well, we will see. When I spray the color, we will see if everything is fine or not. And while we are waiting for it to cure, to harden, I'm going to go through the spec here for the high build primer. So it is Montana 2K urethane primer, and I printed out the spec, and it's mixed 4:1:1 ratio with the activator and the reducer. I thought I was going to have to buy another gun with 1.8 or 2 millimeters tip, but actually my gun is 1.4, and here it goes for 1.4 to 1.6 millimeter tip of the fluid tip of the gun, so my gun is going to be perfectly fine. And it calls for 6 to 8 psi at the cup pressure. So I did a little bit of research yesterday, and all I was able to find was that approximately 25-28 psi at the inlet are corresponding to about 8 psi at the cup. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to set up my gun to 28, I guess, or 26, 28, somewhere there at the inlet, and I hope that this is going to be what they call for. So what else here? It has a pot life of 1 hour at 23 degrees. Here in the shop it's a little bit colder, maybe it's about 19 right now. I'm not sure if I'm going to mix the entire quantity, because the flush time between the coats is 5 to 10 minutes. So I guess after I mix it, I'm going to need about, maybe 15 minutes for one coat, 10 minutes to wait for, that's 25 minutes, and then another 15 minutes to for the second coat, and that's going to be, because I think I'm going to go only with 2 coats. So that's going to be approximately 45 minutes. So I might mix, I don't know, the same quantity as the epoxy primer last time. I mixed it in a bigger cup, actually. Let me bring it. Yeah, I mixed it in this cup, and that was 4:1, so I mixed it here. So that corresponds to 1 quart. So I mixed exactly 1 quart last time. So if I mix in this cup, in this ratio here, 4:1:1, I'm gonna mix 13 parts, and that's gonna be just enough, I hope. Or maybe a little bit more I wanna mix. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna mix it here again. So I'm gonna go again in this ratio, 411, and that's gonna be 444. I'm gonna come here, 3, so that's 40 OZ. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Okay, let's see if this is ready to be sanded now. Okay, that looks good, I think. Yeah, let's do the other one as well. All right, this doesn't look bad too, so we're ready to start with the spraying process. All right, so another quick wipe with solvent, just to make sure that all the wax and grease is removed like the last time. And then we're gonna mix up the primer. We're gonna do a quick wipe with the tack cloth again, and we're gonna be ready to start spraying. All right, time to mix it. So, whoa. So it's 224. We have up to 324 before it becomes garbage, right? Okay, a quick wipe of the car with tack cloth, and we're gonna be ready to start spraying it. Okay, you run out of memory card, obviously, but yeah, first coat is done, and I think I'm happy with it. So we're gonna wait 10 minutes and we're gonna come back with the second one. All right, time for the second coat. Okay, so here is a closer look after the second coat, and I'm pretty happy with that, but there's some areas where I see some dings, like here and here. I don't know if the camera is focusing on that. My eyes can't definitely focus on the camera, so I don't know if the camera is focused on these dings that I'm showing you, but yeah, there's some areas that I want to cover a little bit more, so I decided to go with a third coat. So I just mixed it up, and I'm waiting for 10-15 minutes for this to dry, and I'm gonna spray a third coat. Here I can still see this uneven part, and I'm really upset with that. Oh my god, that's gonna be the place of the car that I'm gonna be looking at all the time, I guess. Well, maybe it's gonna sun down, because I don't know, after 3 coats of high build primer, maybe that's gonna be hidden. We'll see. But yeah, other than that, it looks great, I think. It is a little orange peely, but that's normal. That's why we have to sand it to 600 now. Wet sand. Even here, the engine bay, everything I sprayed with high build, because I want it to be perfect. So we'll see if it is going to be perfect, but at least that's what I want. I hope the camera is focusing. If not, I'm sorry guys. Yeah, doesn't look bad. Doesn't look bad at all. And it's a good thing it's a lighter color than the epoxy primer, so I can, when I'm sanding it, I will be able to see if I reach the epoxy and I should stop, or what level I'm at. Third coat. All right, so the third coat is done. The third, oh my god, I can't say it. Anyway, so the third coat is done, and I'm happy. The gun is cleaned, so that was the first thing I did. I didn't want it to dry with the high build primer inside, and now I'm really happy with the result here. Even this little ding here doesn't look that bad anymore, so I hope after I sand it, it's gonna be better. I don't know how well you can see. I hope you see well, but it looks good to me. Here I still have some uneven parts here, but it's much better than what it was. I don't see any spot welds. Oh my god, there are 2 holes here that hold the tag, the commission plate, or I don't know what was there. And I was supposed to drill them, but I didn't. And these here, somebody asked about those. These are just rivets that were there, covering some holes for some reason, and I just left them there because, I don't know, maybe it was a good idea to take them out and weld the holes shut, but I don't know, too late now. And the rest of it looks amazing. I'm happy. I'm really happy. Okay, not gonna touch. So guys, I guess that's gonna be it for today. It's gonna be a short video, but it is one process complete from start to finish, high build primer. So I think we're gonna leave it here. And now I'm gonna, in the next videos, I'm gonna start working on the doors and the bonnet and the hatch. I'm gonna finish those, the body work on those, and then again, it's gonna be epoxy primer, high build, and that's where I'm gonna leave the body. Because I don't wanna sand it now to 600 or whatever, and leave it until the time comes to paint it, because now to be able to paint it I will need a long weekend at least, like 3 days, because I want to set up the tent, which is my paint booth, and I want to do it properly. So that's not going to be until March, I think, at some point. So for a few months the body is going to remain in this stage. The body, the bonnet and the doors and everything, I'm going to bring those to the same stage. I'm going to finish the body work, I'm going to spray epoxy primer, then high build, and I'm going to leave them there. And just a few days before I spray the color, that's when I'm going to do all the sanding, I guess I'm going to go 200, 400, and then 600 wet. And in the meantime, while these are put to the side, I'm going to work a little bit more on the rear suspension, because I haven't finished that on the chassis. I have to look at the differential. I guess at least I have to change seals. I'm going to check the bearings of course and everything, but at least the seals I want to change, because I remember on the Spitfire I didn't do that, and then a couple of months after I started driving it, I had to take the differential apart and change the seals because they started leaking. So this I'm going to do ahead of time. So once I finish the differential, I guess I'm going to assemble the chassis completely, like a differential and a leaf spring and everything, and then I'm going to work on the engine. I'm going to take it apart. Like I said, the engine shouldn't be in a bad condition, but I want to take it apart and change seals, make sure that I know the condition. I'm going to see what does the trunk measure, what do the cylinders measure, and we will see. Hopefully it's going to be just rings and bearings and seals. If they have to be machined, they're going to be machined, I guess, but we'll see. So that's going to be the work for the next few months, once I finish the bonnet and the doors, of course, the bodywork. So just giving you an idea of what's going to follow next. So you're not going to see this body in color maybe until March or even later. We will see. So that's going to be it for today, guys. Thanks for watching, thanks for commenting and subscribing as usual, and Happy New Year one more time. See you later. Bye.